show, and now for something completely different. Hello, I'm your host, Brian Hermann. Joining me tonight, I have allowed your co-hosts to return, Tony and Heather.
Hello, guys.
That was brilliant.
That was awesome. Thank you. Thank you for that.
That's awesome.
You're welcome.
We're so glad to be here tonight and got some special guests. We're going to talk about our Christmas and getting like the warm and fuzzies, guys.
Yeah,
On the Don't Make This Weird show.
absolutely.
All right. So I'm happy that you are here. We've got Brian hanging out. Oh, he's going to turn it. Brian hanging out. And also, I'm going to let you know the other surprise guest here in a minute. You got like someone's ringing. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It's the notification that he got for the show being live. Yeah.
Okay, so we are live, and we're gonna talk a little bit.
I was showing everybody Brian.
Yeah, Brian's hanging out. So we're gonna talk a little bit, and how was your week? How was your Christmas?
Oh God, I've had the coolest week
Yeah.
ever.
Good.
I got to see my brother, who I have not seen in
Oh.
6.5 years.
That is so cool. Can't wait to go meet him.
Yeah.
We've ever since we've been friends.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
heard about him, but have not got a chance to meet him. And thank you for sharing the pictures. That was really cool to see.
It was
The
definitely
reunion.
it was an incredible reunion. I mean, there was definitely some tears that were shed because,
Oh,
well,
I bet 6 years is a long time.
6.5 years is a long time, and
Incredibly.
that was to me one of the best Christmas presents I ever got.
And it showed in the pictures, the smiles
God.
all around, like everybody, and to see the pictures of him and his daughter and everything. It was
Oh,
just,
yeah.
it was really cool to see that reunion through pictures and everything. So
Oh, it was great. I mean, it was so funny. There was actually a picture of me, Bill, and Jeremy sitting there just shooting the shit and laughing because one of us said something smart ass, and then the other two chimed in to join in on the conversation.
yeah,
And the picture totally captured the moment of all of us
that's
just
cool.
in our element of doing what we do.
Very cool.
I'm so not used to this.
Yeah, you were in the different seat tonight. It is Chris's birthday,
Yep.
which I don't know if he's working or what's going on. But he's wasn't able to make it, I guess, tonight unless he shows up, and then he's gonna kick you out of his seat.
He's totally kicking me out of his seat.
And if that happens, well, I guess.
Come join me.
Yeah, you can sit by you. So
You've got the good mic.
so yeah, the different. Yeah, you're adjusting to all of that
It's
over there. It's weird to you, ain't it?
Weird. I don't know what to do with my hands.
We got Nate in the hot seat tonight doing all the work for the engineering. So thank you, Nate.
Well, yeah, like I said when we started the show, I was like, okay, so this is weird.
Mhm.
How is it that I got demoted on my own show where I'm sitting in Chris's
You didn't
chair
get demoted.
using Chris's microphone, using Chris's headphones, and Nate is the one that's doing all of the
'Cause
buzzers
that's
and
what you
whistle
wanted.
stuff.
Oh yeah, he's giving you the thumbs
He's
up.
giving me the high sign.
The Texas howdy. How you
It's the
doing?
California howdy.
There we go, California. Yeah. So okay, if you guys can hear that
Yeah.
noise, I'm gonna let that out of the bag. So everybody who's watched the show knows that my dad chimes in like at the worst possible embarrassing times.
No, it's the best time for all of us. And
For
I
all you
want to say a
guys.
personal thank you because that is great watching Heather's face change 50 shades of red going,
always.
my dad just chimed in because we were talking about boners.
Yeah, pretty much. Like every time something weird when you guys were like, oh, spanking the butt and what I don't even know. But he shows up and he's like, hey, hi guys, how you doing? I'm like, oh God, he just heard all that.
Oh, it's that kind of.
So,
I
yes.
sit back listening, and I say, "Oh, it's time."
This time. He waits. I'll chime in now. So my dad is hanging out too. We went and picked him up yesterday, and it has also been a really cool week.
Absolutely.
Got to do some pretty cool stuff. Family Christmas. Got to reconnect with family and stuff. Got to see my grandma yesterday. Got to talk with my brother over on Messenger, and I got to show him a little bit of the light display that we went and checked out last night. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, you guys went and checked that out?
Yeah, I went and
Cool.
showed him the Nichols Christmas light extravaganza. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And then now Brian's here hanging out.
I know Brian's
Hope's here hanging out. I mean,
Like we talk about you all the time on the show,
do.
and it's amazing to finally
All
have
bad
you
things,
here.
I hope.
no. Well,
I mean I do just because we've had thousands of conversations that go till the sun come up, and now there's like, well, no, we can't talk about him because he's Mormon.
I don't say that.
I'm like, wait, what? Hold
He's
on.
not on camera because he's Amish.
Oh,
Amish Mormon.
I thought it was
Is that a
Japanese.
thing?
Is that a thing?
you know, the next time you guys are like, well, yeah, he's totally Buddhist, so I can't. Like,
Right.
wait, wasn't he a
Who's your
Mennonite?
name for daddy?
Oh no,
my
he's vegan.
God. He's vegan now. He can't be on camera.
What the fuck is
Hanging
that?
out. It
Vegan?
Is
Is
I
that
don't-
a-
that's what he
It
just
like,
said. He's
change,
vegan,
it like changes
vegan now.
every time you guys. Are
Yeah.
Like,
So
oh,
wait, you're a Mormon, Amish, vegan, Buddhist?
Yeah.
oh, yes,
Yeah.
apparently.
All of those things.
I'm calling bullshit
you should
because you are
should.
not one with everything.
No. That's
I
okay.
identify as all religion.
All religions. I am the religious man. Yeah. Candy's chiming in. She says, "Hello, family. Hey, Candy."
What's up, Candy?
Which reminds me, I got to show her my present that I got from
What do
my
you-
dad today.
Oh yeah.
I can't see though. You gotta turn me in the screen here so I can show her. All right, hold on. All right. Clan Fraser all the way. I know that she will appreciate that. So yeah,
Great show, by the way.
it is. Outlander is awesome, but I don't know about you, but I feel like it's already into the new year. Like we just passed and
Doesn't
went
it?
right in. Oh, he's showing you his shirt too.
I'm surprised you didn't notice it.
Oh, I noticed it.
Oh, did you? Okay, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I feel like we just completely went, okay, Christmas now, New Year's. We're into New Year's. Like I'm ready for the new year, ready to go. And no resolutions. None of that. So
I could go a few more weeks because I have to go back to work.
oh, true. Yeah. Yeah, that's never fun. Which now I'm into my off season coming up, so yeah. Which is good. It's been a good season at Bronner's. So
Oh, good.
what you doing over there? What you got?
Trying to get my phone to cooperate.
That's not gonna happen.
Because yeah, well, you know.
Is it stuck?
No,
there it
no.
goes.
It's live.
It's live. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
So Candy said, "Oh my God, love it," and she said, "I just went and rented season 1 through 3 in heaven." It is a good series. I like it a lot. So
Yeah.
but yeah, good Christmas, good stuff.
This is so weird.
Because you're in the wrong seat.
I know.
I thought the whole title was "Don't Make This Weird."
I know.
Yeah, but
You
see
make
that
your
it
own
doesn't count for the
podcast.
guests because we're already weird.
Mm-mm.
So you have to. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, am I not supposed to make this weird?
No, go
No,
ahead, by all
I
means.
think
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to.
Oh.
Oh, Roxanne's joining in. She says, "Hi all. Hey, Roxanne, Merry Christmas." And you know
Roxanne.
what? Love Roxanne. She
You
is
don't have to put up a red light.
there you go. For everything. Oh, Tony is definitely weird, she says.
Duh. Hello. Have we met?
Yeah, oh yeah, she knows.
Oh, don't
She
you
knows.
know?
She's gonna call your number. That's okay.
That's right. I ain't scared.
So yeah, lots of really cool things. Christmas now over. Holiday season's kind of winding down into getting into the new year. And for New Year's Eve, we are going to be up to Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club.
We actually have 2 tickets to give away. Later
Oh,
on in the
heck
show.
yeah! So we have some tickets,
And
which
the flyer is over there by the
I
computer.
think I got it all here on this. Maybe. Nope, I
wait.
don't. So Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club Ring Out 2019 with laughs. New Year's Eve, Tuesday, 12/31/19. Doors open at 6. Showtime is at 8 p.m. Done at 10 p.m. No signature on the back this time. So, it's got to be 21 and over. So you can't win the tickets if you are not 21 and over. That accidentally happened one time. And now I learned my lesson. So, talent from Lansing, Saginaw, Flint, and Caro. Headliner is Nicole Middleton. Thank you for getting names that are a little bit easier to say, Mitch.
Is that big
feature-
juicy?
I don't know. Featuring Megan Coddington, Heath, Trevor Tress, and Nick Earl. Yeah, way easier to say.
Right.
I like this. And upcoming shows are going to be Valentine's Day 2020. And which this time they are proper on there.
I love going to Mitch's shows on Valentine's
So
Day.
fun.
For the simple fact is that it determines whether or not I'm going to get laid based off what she laughs at.
Okay.
Because if she laughs at the most fucked up shit, I'm going to get laid.
Hmm.
If she sits back like a weird Stepford wife,
Not going to happen.
not going to happen.
All right. So that's how he bases it. So, okay.
Hold on.
You gotta see this face.
Brian's.
He's just like, what the
No.
actual
Fuck.
It's the face
He
of
should be.
disapproval.
You should be used to this because I do that all the time. Do you like?
Right. I'm just saying, hey, if you're gonna
Mm-mm.
be honest about something, be honest about Mitch's show.
I guess so. So it also says on here, check out Mitch's Fake Radio podcast, which is also going to be airing this Monday.
Yeah, it's great. His show is going to be airing Monday, and then his New Year's Eve show is going to be airing Tuesday.
Right. So if you guys get a chance to check out Mitch's Fake Radio, it's on YouTube. It's 1 hour. It's a lot of fun. It also is re-aired on solidstateradio.net, just like we are, just like Survivor Girl, and just like This Is My Brain is going to be. We also have a couple more shows that are going to be coming up in the works from Strange Friends Media.
It's amazing.
And we are super excited to be able to be launching another podcast, and Solid State Radio, I believe, is on board for that as well.
Yep.
So we appreciate Adam and Sean over there in Lapeer.
Love those guys.
Awesome. And we got to get over there and get them here.
We got to go blow their studio up. That's just all there is to
It's
it.
gonna
Show up
happen.
and be
It's
like,
gotta
hey,
happen.
we're here. Let's do, I don't know, tequila shots or something. 'Cause
Right. Something like that.
That's what Heather likes is tequila.
Candy says, wow. I do not like tequila. We've talked about this.
No, I thought the problem was you love tequila.
No. You were there.
I was.
Brian was there. He knows how murderous that was for, like...
But like at the time, you were like, yeah.
Yeah, at the time. But I didn't also know that Leon was like, yeah, behind his back. Like, who does that to a friend? Like, now I know.
Leon.
So I got these 2 tickets here.
What?
Watch the Don't Make This Weird Facebook page so you guys can get these tickets. We will post them up later, and you guys will get a chance to win these tickets and come to the show. If you're not doing anything New Year's Eve, come hang out.
Even if you are doing something New Year's Eve, it's from 8 to 10.
Right, so you can get out of there
Right.
and go do what you got to do. And if your date laughs, maybe you're going to get laid. If it's at weird stuff, I don't know.
Right.
According to Tony.
What was it last show? We talked about fisting and stuff. That was pretty
Oh,
intense.
gross.
Also,
So
it is-
ticket 7 and ticket 8 are the ones that you get a chance to win. So
Actually, Mitch
Yeah.
made a great observation about that. It was the most called back joke
yeah.
that started with the only female in the lineup, which was great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to make it to that one. Was working
Fired.
and farming. So yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were cry farming.
I don't know if I was cry farming that night. However, I think I sent you the picture.
Yeah.
I got my little farming boots back, and I sent Tony a picture, and it said reunited, and it feels so good because we actually went out there and did some work for them because they were going to a Christmas party too,
Nice.
which we ended up going the same day, but we were closer, and then we went and did the farm stuff in the morning for them too. So it was cool, and I was sneaky and left their Christmas present there. I was just like, Merry Christmas.
Mind you, after one day of working on the farm, she sends her a text because they were in Paris, and she's like, "We are farmers."
Bum, 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 bum. And she was probably just like, "Oh, you're not farmers. You can't be a farmer after day 1.
This bitch, what's she doing?
This bitch. What's she thinking? She's a farmer. And all the while, they're probably like looking at the cam that's in the manger, in the mom manger where they're watching, And here's like, hey, going up in the air, and I'm like spitting out hay. I'm like nervous to go up a ladder to feed the cats. I'm like, someone's got to do it. Gosh, dang it! But
They
I got used to it.
They got a front row seat of you sitting on the
Oh,
hay
I'm
bale,
sure.
kicking your feet and bawling
I'm
your
sure.
eyes out.
That's probably really what the whole "you guys got to come over" thing message was about. We have got to see you guys, and it's probably about. Yeah, we reviewed the video.
Yes.
It must not have been too bad because they asked us to help again. So
That's because they're
did it.
blackmailing you. They're like,
no.
"Do you want this out on social
Do
media?
you want
we
this
have
video because we watch you literally just take your shirt and go like this with your bra to get out the hay. We watch you sitting there going all over.
Yes,
Yeah.
that totally happened.
Spilling water down yourself, crying on a bale of hay.
Yeah.
We've seen it all happen right on camera. So yeah,
Sounds like blackmail material to me.
something like that. However, like I said before, it was a great experience because not only was it cool to be out there in the peacefulness, but because she makes goat milk soap, there was like baskets everywhere, and she was like, "Take what kind you want to use."
Best
So, yeah.
soap ever. And yes, I'm
Yes.
biased, but that shit is that good.
It is that good.
I know you enjoy your soaps.
Sweet
That's
people.
right.
Yeah, that's where he gets
I'm a
them.
soap whore.
Yeah, those are the ones he gets. So yeah,
3 years, still the same.
exactly.
At least I'm consistent.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been that long.
I know.
Right.
Isn't it crazy? So like when you messaged and I was like, oh my God, you're in town. Like, really?
Yeah, yeah.
To get together. That's awesome.
What was it? Was it for Thanksgiving? I think it was when your mom and Kyle came down to visit you. Or no, was that for Halloween? I don't remember. Anyways, I
I don't remember.
left a comment on there, and I'm like, Brian, are you in town? We need to hook up. And you're like,
No, we just went down to go through and visit Brian in Kentucky, and I'm like,
Psych.
fuck.
Got you.
So yeah, it was a lot of the same reaction when he messaged me going, hey, so yeah.
I'm in Michigan. I'm up north.
So you're really here? Like, really, really? I'm like sitting there. I got the message. I'm like, Adam, look, Brian's here. He's just like, that's cool.
You know,
Would I get to meet him?
I was so excited when I got up here because like went to a grocery store like my first day here.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound exciting, except it was like the it was like a Mennonite bulk grocery
Oh
store.
yeah,
that
Country
one.
Bulk Fuel. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Amazing store, by the way.
it was packed, and it was like packed, and you know, of course, you're sneaking by people, and I got an ope.
Oh, you got the
Yeah,
you got
like-
the oh.
Yeah, because like living in Kentucky, that you don't get that. But like back in Michigan, I was getting by someone. I was like, oh, excuse me, and I was like, oh yeah, let me just sneak right there by you, bud. And I was like, I got an ope. I'm home.
It's like, excuse me. Oh. That's so true. Like that's all you heard at our family Christmas too. It was like, oh, excuse me.
Oh,
Yep.
excuse me. Oh, yeah. Oh, did you pass the butter there? Oh,
Yeah, that's how you know you're back home. That's awesome.
It's
That
also
is
funny
so funny.
watching the driving patterns change because like I left Kentucky onto I-75, aka the American Autobahn Mad Max edition,
Of course, absolutely.
because they're like everybody's going 90 miles an hour. I'm going like 75, and they're all ripping by me. And then I try to switch lanes, and some dude just like jerks into the lane. I'm like, ah, whoa, chill. It's not a competition. Of course, then I get
crazy.
to Michigan, and everybody's like an inch from my bumper.
Oh, of course.
Uh-huh. They got to make sure that your license tag or plate, whatever, is legit.
If you can't
So
taste what
bad.
they had for lunch in the fast lane, you're not driving right because they're so far up your tailpipe.
Yeah,
So true.
It's
that's
insane.
it. That's it.
It's very true because it's like, okay, even if you're going like 65, they're like, nope, not fast enough for me. It's crazy. Always.
It's the way it is every time I go down to the man cave. I mean, it's insane because I'll get on 23 and take 23 all the way down and get into Fenton.
Yeah.
And oh my God, just it's constant horns. And I mean, I'll intentionally get into the slow lane so people will blow by me and then they'll like pass the car that's behind me and then cut me off
Yeah.
only to get back into the fast lane and just hammer down.
It's just so crazy.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
When we would go downstate all the time, like every week when we go do visits, whatever, people get so upset. Like even if you're just like an inch out in the road,
Yeah.
and they get so mad and they're like whipping around and they're flipping you off, and I'm just like, have a great day. I pray you learn how to drive. But like all buttery sweet, like just, but
that's the
inside my head, I'm just
way.
like,
That's the best way to piss
you
someone
have
off,
to.
too.
Oh yeah, they were so much more mad after that. I was just like, you got it.
Fight me, Karen.
Fight me,
Kill them with
Kelly.
kindness.
Callie.
is that like the 6-foot claymore named Kindness?
Oh gosh,
I could.
Okay.
possibly, yeah, yeah.
I could name
Oh
my
my
Smith and Wesson
goodness.
that.
Hey,
There you go.
that's a good idea. Even got Nate a giggle on that. That's Asian approved.
It's Asian fruit. Yep, still racist on the Don't Make This Weird. Just the right
We
amount
have
of racism.
right.
We have an
You
Asian.
guys will
so we
miss
can
that
be
one.
racist.
I could also name it Rudy, so it'd be my Rudy Tooty Point and Shooty.
I seen that. That cracked me up so much. Adam showed me that. He was like me leaving the gun store with my gun with my Rudy Tooty. What? Yeah, that thing. Point and shooty. Like pew pew pew.
Of course, you can also name your knife Stabitha.
There you go. Oh my god. And welcome to the Don't Make This Weird show, Dad.
Right. It's great.
You're almost ready. We're
Right,
getting
we're-
you there to be able to talk.
We're getting warmed up, yeah.
Yeah.
There.
One more dick joke from Heather, and then we can bring you
I
on.
don't got any. Like I have no good dick jokes. Yeah, it is.
Shouldn't be that hard.
Couldn't see it.
Ah,
Oh,
got Got him.
Got him.
Yay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no. No, see, here's the best dick joke. Hope actually came up with it, and she was trying to kill you.
Oh yeah.
Because she's like, "Are you allergic to D's nuts?"
And the answer was yes. Yes, I was.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I forgot about that, and then somebody else started hanging out that had the same allergy, and I
She was trying to kill them, so it's not
wasn't
exclusive to you.
It was not exclusive to you.
Actually, first night I was here too, I had some sweet potatoes, and I was like, "Oh, sweet potatoes," but they had pecans in them.
Oh no!
I didn't know that was a thing.
What?
Who puts pecans in sweet potatoes?
Insane people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like my mouth started itching up, and I was like, "Oh, first night back, fantastic. We're going to the hospital." But no, I just chewed up some Benadryl, and it was good.
Good to go.
Wow.
It's so scary, isn't it?
It was, but like, yeah, I survived. We're good.
That's good.
Like
That's
I said,
good.
I just chewed up some Benadryl, and
Ah,
yeah, called it good.
yeah.
So you intentionally roofied yourself?
What?
Well,
Benadryl.
Benadryl knocks me out. I don't know if it does to you, but
No,
like with me,
no.
yeah, I accidentally took a Benadryl.
knocks me out.
Thought it was another Tylenol, but it actually was a Norco. So yeah, I was really done for like 2 days. Yeah. Yeah, you don't do that.
She was unconscious and couldn't poop for a week.
Sweet baby
Oh.
Poseidon.
Sweet
Right.
baby.
Especially now, like I'm smaller. Like it hits me so much harder. I'm like, okay, I'll get a half of Benadryl. I'm done.
It ain't no
Like
Benadryl.
the left side of her face just kind of
Powering down.
slips down.
Yeah,
Yeah, right, Heather. I feel like
I don't know. Take me to the
Look how
hospital.
small you are now. I'm
I
surprised
need
you
to go to
didn't
the
die.
hospital.
Right. Oh my gosh, so crazy.
Norco's what they gave me for my kidney stone. Jeez.
Oh
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
kidney stones. Fuck that.
You mean dick bullets? There we go.
Oh, see. No,
And welcome to the show, Pops.
Now you can say hi. Now you can say hi. Yeah, that's I have one that's been hanging out since last December. I still have it.
Oh, no.
It hasn't moved.
Oh, boy.
It shouldn't move, and I'm like so afraid it's gonna move at the most inconvenient time
Like now?
for me. Oh yeah, it could happen.
See, this is why you need to.
Yeah,
Drink,
knock on that.
this is why you need to drink tequila.
No.
Please.
Why
explain
is
your
Heather an
logic.
alcoholic?
Explain-
Because
show your work here, Tony. What? Why?
Because if you drink enough tequila, you will literally piss until you can't piss anymore. And since there's nothing to Heather now, she only needs to sniff the cap, and she's white girl wasted.
oh
So
yeah, I get drunk pretty easy now. I imagine I haven't really tried.
Welcome to the medical podcast.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
We have all your problems for all your medical needs.
Why is Heather drunk all the time? Because in case that kidney stone dislodges, she don't want to feel it, so she's just an alcoholic now. It's been in there since like 2016. It's just kind of chilling.
Wow, that's-
No, it hasn't been there that long,
Oh,
but
I was gonna
but
say.
since last December when I was at Dad's house,
yeah.
he was moving, and me and Adam were helping, trying to put up the spring-loaded frickin' bed. Who knew it was that spring-loaded? It come on like undone, and here I am standing in the way, and it just and like almost impaled me. Like that was a good sound effect. Seriously, that's what it was. Though I was like, oh god, oh man.
I can
And-
taste my own ass.
It was bad, but you know what? Gross. It was so bad.
Come blammy.
But I'm so like nervous now after everything, so I'm just like, I better go get that checked out in case I just like exploded something. So yeah, then they found that in there, and they did a scan not too long ago, and they're like, yeah, it's still hanging out in there. I'm just like, seriously,
Oh, boy.
like, do we just let this stay? Like,
That's the worst. Is the bomb
What?
that doesn't go off.
yeah, what the heck?
Yep.
Is there someone knocking?
Hello.
I can hear that out on the window. That's very creepy. Oh, it might be Chris. Is it Chris? That is so strange.
Is that Mitch Gill?
It's that Mitch Gill
It's
guy.
Mitch.
So oh, Mitch, he's gonna come steal.
Can you let him in real quick?
He's gonna come sit on my lap and steal my microphone. I know what's happening here. I know it. Or he's gonna come in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
let
can,
him in.
You can let him in.
Hope's like, am I letting him
Is
in?
he allowed? Is he a creepy guy?
Just had to double check.
That is so funny. Knock, knock, knock. Hey.
Can Howell come out and
Can
play?
have her come out. Well, he'll bring her farming boots. My will farming boots.
We love goats.
It was so sad that those are size 2. Like, what? Who knew, like, you lose weight in your feet, too? That's, like, the strangest thing.
Right?
So weird. Yeah, so what a weird conversation to be having before Mitch comes in here. So, on his new show,
Yes.
for the next episode, is there any, like, thing that we should be expecting?
This is probably the most schizophrenic show,
Oh, boy.
just because, damn, he's literally going out with a bang for all of this. It's
Oh, my gosh. And I got to be here in studio not laughing.
yes,
So hard not to do.
especially with this one because it's the last. Literally, Strange Friends Media. It's the last show of the year,
The very last one of the year.
and he is literally bringing all of. He's busting it all out. He's bringing.
I hear him.
It's hilarious.
I hear the dog out there trying to kill him.
Tony, I figured out why her feet shrunk.
What's that?
Oh, God. Don't say something bad.
Because she was fat-footed.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Hi, Mitch. I seen that you
Mitch.
had funky sandals on today. Good. See, he likes me. It's good to see you, too. I hope you
going,
had
Mitch?
a great Christmas. Isn't that cool?
Mitch,
Isn't that cool? He
Another-
puts, that's
another
my
dad.
dad. That's my dad.
Oh, nice. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I think you've listened to Mitch's fake radio. haven't
Yes.
Yeah,
you? Far out.
He loves the Mitch's fake radio.
You want to see my helmet?
Yeah, here.
he's brought his Coke mirror.
Coke mirror.
Stay the hell out of my yard.
You can do very, very little bit of Coke on this. It really feels about like half a cup of coffee.
That'll wake you up in the morning.
So it's good to see you, Mitch. You biked over? You biked on over this way. Did you have a good Christmas?
Great Christmas. thank
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, he actually came over here for Christmas.
I know. I was like, happy or Merry Christmas, Mitch Gill.
she's like, "What are you doing right now?" So I took a picture of Mitch while we were doing pre-production,
Aw.
and she's like, "Okay," and I'm like, "I'm in the principal's office because Mitch has got the look on his face like."
What?
you. I was exhausted.
Yeah.
We both were.
You looked like you were so angry, and I was like, oh, Tony's pissing him off again.
Well, you know,
Or
I
it's
said,
the intern.
No, I was just really tired.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Creating a little fake magic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good stuff.
It's hilarious, and I'm not saying that because I'm his producer. I'm saying that because it's legitimately
No.
funny as shit.
You're not wrong. It's so hard to sit in the studio and not laugh or pee your pants.
Yes,
Seriously. Yeah. Nate's like giving the thumbs up. Yeah.
Yes. Nate's
yeah.
pissed himself countless times.
So yeah. So what you got? What you got going on, Mitch?
Yeah, Mitch,
You want the
What's
mic?
that?
grab the mic.
Love to be the cause of urine. Because you're in
See-
having fun, aren't you?
You have something in common with the Beatles. Anytime someone comes to your show, that disdainful smell is urine
Is that it?
because people are pissing themselves laughing. With the Beatles, the girls would just get so excited. Anytime you'd go into one of the
They
theaters,
peed themselves.
yeah, they peed themselves because
Yeah.
they were so excited.
I've heard people like, hey, you're gonna listen to Mitch's fake radio? What are you wearing? Depends. No, actually, I like sitting in your lap.
Hey, Candy chimes in and says, "Tell Mitch that Cupcake said hi." I thought it was Cookie, not Cupcake.
Cookie,
Cookie.
cupcake. She'll come by anything you call her. So what are you gonna say? I'm doing very good. I've been working in my bathroom. I've got a master bathroom that's about 95% complete. I put in curtains and curtain rods today.
It's curtains for you.
They do have to be altered, but they're thin. So I just like folded them up and pinned them up, and now I can size them just right. And then I have a friend, Jessie. She's going to sew them and put new seams in them, and then I'll have privacy in the bathroom. That's good. And that's really good. Because the new windows, and I look super naked in them. My hat? Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club. I'm wearing it because I have a show coming up on New Year's Eve at the Brentwood. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've actually had a little action today. A couple people approaching me about tickets.
What? That's awesome.
Yeah, there could be 8 to 10s of people there to view the show. So I'm pretty excited about it.
So we were talking about the show earlier. Which one is Big Juicy?
Big Juicy is Nicole, and I can't think of her last name. Yes, and she's from Flint, and she's a longtime comedian, and she's very funny, and she was actually like the best clean comic, voted best clean comic, and has worked churches, but she's also super dirty. So
Those who work churches usually
yeah,
are.
I said, what's that?
Those who work churches usually are.
Yeah, I said, please bring the super dirty.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, and she's going. Absolutely. And Megan Coddington Heath is coming back. This is like her 3rd or 4th time on my show.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, she's great, and she's gotten. She's just really fluid and super comfortable. And she's from Saginaw. She is a lesbian, mother of 2 or 3 kids. 2 of them are twins, and her wife is a firefighter.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool. And
So you're literally saying hot lesbian action.
yeah, that's right. So hot it needs to be extinguished. I didn't even know that I made that pun, but it's really
You're
good.
welcome.
You're just being doused with puns.
I know.
Okay, and then special guest Trevor Tress and Nick Earl, and they are from the Lansing metropolitan area. So it's going to be a great time.
I thank you for getting comedians that are easy to say.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah.
If their name's too complicated, I say you can't be on my show.
That's not true because Heather fucked up all the names before.
But Ella Horwittle was pretty mad. But good, yeah. Tony actually Googled it, how to say her name.
Yeah.
And
It's a chick?
Yes. It's
yeah,
a chick.
that's her last name. It's German, you know.
The Germans.
Yeah.
Where is the juice?
Yeah, she's good and tight.
So,
Such a cheap, easy, bad joke.
so she's a
Dad,
virgin.
it's okay. Like if Mitch does the dad jokes,
yeah.
but
That's a
I'm a junior dad joke maker.
torch back for anything good and tight.
Yeah. It's like I knew a Russian proctologist. His name was, you might have heard of him, Dr. Shitsmir Wapminov.
Я не понимаю.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then there's the old one. This is a street joke. Is the urologist Vladimir get your rocks off? It's not as good as Shitsmir Wipe Mine Off. I wrote that in junior high. I've always loved that. No. I felt so proud walking out of the bathroom at Prairie Junior High in Waterford. Should smear wipe mine off. I'm going to be a Russian proctologist.
Oh,
Did you go to Mott?
Yeah.
Get out of here. What year did you graduate?
72?
72. Did you know Carl Gill?
Probably.
Yeah. I think he graduated in 72 or 73.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably did. You have to look in your yearbook.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yeah, I
funny.
still got one.
Wow. So, teachers you would have had, the history teacher, German last name, I can't remember. I know there was a Polish teacher also, math teacher. It's getting to be so long ago, I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. So, me too.
I graduated in 83.
God, Mitch, you're old. Fuck.
I know.
You know, 72 it was like.
Oh yeah, 72 is a lot of reefer. going
I
on.
wasn't born.
Yeah.
yet.
You weren't even aged and your daddy's drones.
Nah.
Shit, I was almost 10. Fuck.
So where did you live in
I think
Waterford?
you're thinking
Gen
of
X.
Erskine, yeah, Mr. Erskine.
Yeah.
Yep, he was there. Yeah, that's cool.
Let's see. Yeah, was really tough back then because they had no supplies. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They still have no
Because
supplies.
it was a brand new high school.
Yeah. Have you seen it lately? It's a behemoth. It's
Yeah.
huge because they shut down Township and they split those kids off. In 1984, the year after I split, they split them off to Kettering and Waterford Mott. And it got bigger and they added on. It's a big school now.
Yeah, I drove by and go, holy fuck.
How about George Kresbach, the woodshop teacher? Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an Amish type beard. And
Oh, yeah, George. Yeah.
he'd talk. He'd say, "Which one of you fuck ups broke my bandsaw?" We had all the tables pushed
Sounds like
together.
a woodshop teacher.
Yeah, and he smelled of scotch and onions. And we had all the tables pushed together, and he had a big rotating sander that he would walk back and forth between the tables to smooth down the tables. And he says, and he's walking around with this broken bandsaw in his hand. He says, "One of you fuck ups broke my bandsaw, and I'm not getting another one for 2 more months. Whose fault is that? It's yours. Deal with it." It was me. I broke it. I was cutting out a classic 44 Magnum semi-automatic pistol, just like Clint Eastwood's. Out of plywood. And I felt pretty bad about it, but I got the gun finished, so I was happy. He didn't know I was doing that.
See, we had the best shops teacher because he was literally he was a veteran of Vietnam.
Oh yeah.
Well, he was missing one arm and one leg, so anytime he was teaching shop safety, he would always fuck with the new kids.
See what happened last year?
Is it right? He'd be like working the planer or something, and like throw a shirt or something in there. And these kids would be pissing themselves, and he's like, "This is why shop safety is really important."
And yeah, how about Mr. Sinclair, the metal shop teacher? Remember him?
I have Reader.
Oh, Mr. Reader. Oh, I don't know if I knew that name. He might have split before me.
He's probably, he's fairly new.
Mr. Sinclair got laid off the year that at the end of our year when I was a senior, and 3 of my buddies got together and bought him a half gallon of vodka. Carried it into school and gave it to him.
That's funny because our shop teacher's name was Mr. Mason. So at the end of the year, we'd bring him in mason jars full of moonshine.
Oh, jeez.
And he didn't drink. So the principal would come in and like all along the back shop wall would be all these mason jars of moonshine.
He didn't know they were. That's what it was. Clear as water.
Oh, yeah. It was great.
That's awesome.
Nobody cared back then.
No, nobody gave a shit.
You could like get a letter from your mom, dad, grandpa, whatever, to go to the store and get a pack of beer or pack of cigarettes or a case of beer for them, and I was like, no
See,
big deal.
That's the
They
great
didn't
part
care.
about growing
Now,
up when we did. If you could see over the fucking counter, you could buy whatever the hell you wanted to.
I could never buy anything then.
You still can't see over the counter.
My class ring said 19 on one side and 83 on the other. But I would just show him. I'd say, "See that? 79." The 19, it looked like a 79. I bought beer on that so many times. It was crazy.
Nice.
I was an innovative drunk in high school.
Yes.
Teenage alcoholism.
See, I was just in a band, so I was drunk all the time.
Yeah, I was. I played tuba.
And now you're working on trombone.
Marching band.
Cowbell, that's what it was.
Cowbell. Baritone. I do have my cowbell somewhere.
Do you have any spoilers for your show coming up for Mitch's Fake Radio?
We have a Mitch's Kitchen that takes a twist at the end to a place that I had no idea it would go to.
It's very meta.
That goes deep and weird, and it goes across the pond actually. So we'll just tease it that way. And what else is going on, Tony?
Well, we did do 2 commercial spots for Get a Room Comedy Club and Fake Radio. I didn't know if you wanted to play those.
Oh yeah, you can play either one of them.
Okay.
If you could find them, those that was fun to do. Trying to do that a little bit more often. So Solid State Radio has commercials to play for my programs. And because they play Mitch's Fake Radio down there, and I really appreciate that. Kind of coincides nicely with Solid State Live at the Pix. That's really cool. That show, the next one is coming up on January 10th. Totally worth going down to Lapeer. A lot of great restaurants, and see 1 hour of great entertainment for free. Yeah, that's stand-up comedy and music. And we just had Ora Labora up there. And
Love those guys.
Oh my gosh, they were so good. It was fantastic. Yeah, I'm sorry you did too. You missed a great show, and Billy Reno was with me, and he was really good. And actually, Big Juicy is coming to Solid State Live on January 10th.
Nice.
Yeah, so I double booked her.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got the Mitch's Get Room Comedy Club 60-second spot.
Let it fly. Hi, this is Mitch from Mitch Gill's Get a Room Comedy Club. Join me New Year's Eve at the Brentwood Lanes in Carroll and see a great line of funny Michigan stand-up comics with special guests Nick Earl and Trevor Tress, featuring Megan Coddington Heath and our headliner, Big Juicy. You're going to love her. Showtime is 8 p.m. and it's done at 10 p.m., so you can go to a house party or you can rush straight home and go to sleep, like me. Tickets are $15. Get them at the Brentwood at 178 Park Drive in Carroll, and call to reserve your table of 8 or more at 989-673-2330. Or you can call me. I deliver 810-441-4710. Sponsored by Woody's Motel in Carroll. Book rooms at woodys.com or call 989-673-5225. Come on, let's ring out 2019 together. That's me ringing out 2019. Mitch Gill's Get Around Comedy Club, New Year's Eve at the Brentwood. See, that was fun. You can't see it, but it was an old pair of underwear.
Yeah. In fact, I think that's part of what's on your flyer, isn't it?
Yeah. No, it's really it's a towel. I'm standing in the shower doing it. I had fun.
He's wringing out his underwear. Put it on the
I had a
camera.
great picture.
Looks like underwear to me.
Well, I got to get him clean somehow.
Yeah, that works.
I'm not good at this. There you guys go.
All right. And I've also got the 60-second commercial for Mitch's Fake Radio.
You want to play that too? Yeah. Wow, it's all about Mitch. I love that.
Someone signed a contract without our consent. I'm going to point any fingers at anybody over there.
Say my name 72 times
Say my name, Mitch.
per podcast.
All right, so here's the commercial.
Hey, this is Mitch Gill from Mitch's Fake Radio Podcast. The podcast is an exploration of my imagination. I have no idea what will gurgle to the surface once a month. I mean, it could be a conversation with Alexa, like when I told her, Alexa, it's time for you to get in the closet.
Yes, Mitch. Ahoo. I love it when you talk with authority.
Or say when I'm talking to Robert Wojciechowski, my unpaid intern from Gagetown, Michigan. He's fake. Hey, what are you talking about, Mitch? I stand way here. Can't you see me? Hello? Robert, don't touch the microphone. Robert, don't touch the microphone. Don't you sass me. Or we might hear from Officer Schmitty on the segment I call Audio Cops.
Sir, would you please stand up from the air chair and put your hands on the control board?
I didn't do anything. I'm making a commercial.
Can I see your license and registration to broadcast as a fake DJ?
Plus, there's Mitch's Kitchen, where I actually cook stuff, and Words to Live By that I call For Wisdoms. It's Mitch's Fake Radio Podcast. You can find it on YouTube. Please subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell. It's an audio-only podcast, and it's 1 hour you will never get back.
Nice.
Sorry, was that faux wisdoms?
Faux wisdoms, yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's Words to Live By. It's just bullshit that I come up with. Usually something that I feel strong about in terms of everyday life. So I just come up with something snap. Like one was fake it till you make it. That's it. It's So that's what my entire podcast is. I'm faking it.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, the whole podcast is faked. It's hilarious.
It's all
Shit, though. I mean, he doesn't have shitty cabinets. They're good cabinets.
That's right. Yeah.
Is our meditation
I'm gonna get new cabinets.
from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
No, it's midnight.
or midnight. Yeah,
No, I think it is one. I can't.
it's all fake.
Was that okay that I knocked on the window to get in here?
We're like, what the hell's going on? Who's knocking?
Listen, as a new person to the show, this is the most professional, only the most professional podcasting people here.
Well, we try. I'm listening to more podcasts, and most of them are just so boring. And at the end of the hour, it's like, well, that was just an hour of nothing conversation. But if you can add something fun, you have somebody knock on a window. Cue Mitch.
Well, and of course, we sent the biggest, baddest person out there, which was Hope, because she was she's like, wait, do you want him in or don't you want him? Which one are we doing here?
She's looking outside and she's moving her lips to the barking dog.
Though she be widow, she be fierce.
I'm gonna record that sometime when you're asking the dog quietly to be quiet.
Oh yeah,
You say
shut the fuck up, whore.
he screams it at the top of his lungs, and actually I don't say anything for the next 30 minutes.
Yeah,
because he scares me.
I was gonna say, does it make you poop a little bit? Is that why you have to wring out the underpants?
That's perfect. Nice callback, Heather. Pat on the back. Good job.
well, it's obnoxious because, like, okay, you take her off the chain and she's as sweet as pie. If it's the same person standing next to her, she's like, I'm going to fucking eat your soul and drink your spinal fluid. And it's like, whoa, calm down.
She wants a steady diet of Mitch.
Right.
That's what she wants.
Of Mitch and Denise.
Oh, God.
And Adam. Like, she goes at Adam, too. I, brought out the mom voice the one day because she came right for him. And I was like, that's enough. And that's the first time, he ever heard me. And, that's nothing. I mean, really did. And that was the first time, he heard me. And he was just like, that scared me. I was like, are you okay? He was like, I think so. It's like, are you okay at home? He's like, yeah.
I don't feel safe at home. You don't know what she does to me, and I like it.
That makes me think of my cat Balls. He will lay on my lap, and I'll pet him. I like to stroke my balls in my lap.
Yeah.
But no, I'll be petting him.
Yes, that
We
needs to be
get
a
along
sound
great,
bite.
but I'll be petting him, and if I pet him a little too long, then he gets aggressive, and he'll turn on me, and he will grab my hand with both of his paws, and then start to bite me. And I live alone, so I go, "Hey, knock it off!" And he'll look at me. Like, don't you fucking bite me! I feed you. I give you loving, and you're gonna eat me?
It's a motherfucker when your own balls bite you.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, he will back off, and then you know what? Half a second later, 2 licks on my knuckle. That's what he gives me. I was like, you better.
So you yell at your balls and your balls lick you.
Yeah, sometimes they go back inside.
Horrible time to have that imagination going. Overactive imagination. Yeah. I mean, he's just sitting back listening.
I believe
chilling.
we were promised embarrassing stories.
Yes, yes.
I don't know so
Well-
much about embarrassing.
You started talking about the dog barking, all right? And I was going to tell you what to tell the dog. It worked every time, but it's a female dog, and you can't tell it to lay down, shut up, and lick your nuts.
Oh my god!
She's a bitch though, so I can't do anything.
I throw the camera at Mitch. I'm like, I'm off here. That's it. Oh my god. Embarrassing story. I don't really think too many embarrassing
What
stories.
was the one that you were talking about? You said we had to wait for the podcast.
Me and my dad were kind of talking today on the way. He went with me to go pick my check up and stuff, and we were talking about. I remember being younger and talking about being on this island, And we were kind of talking about it today. And for me, like being a little kid, I was like, oh my God, Gilligan's. Like my dad was stuck on this island, like the Von Trapp family. Like in my mind, I'm thinking of all this stuff. So like when he's talking about it today, I'm going, okay, so it's a lot different than I really like imagined it. But when you hear about being marooned on an island, like that's the first thing you think of.
Yeah, it was a traffic circle island. And it was a lot of traffic that day. He just couldn't get off.
Everybody was stuck
That's
in the
great.
roundabout.
Nobody knew how to yield and keep going. No, but you're gonna have to get a little bit closer though, Dad.
Yeah, come closer to the mic
I
and
know
tell us
that
the
chair.
story.
That chair is comfortable.
You want to hear about this? All right.
I
Yes.
do.
Back in the younger days when I liked to bow hunt, okay,
Mhm.
some of my buddies, we got together and we decided to go out in the middle of Lake Michigan to South Fox Island and go bow hunting out there for a week because you could get 2 deer at that time. But we went out there, rarely seen any deer, and the weather got bad while we were out there. And we chartered an old Chris Craft. It only went about 30 miles an hour and 1 quart per mile of oil. And it took us out there on that island, and the weather got bad. And my wife and my dad and all them were starting to really wonder what the hell happened to us.
Right.
So they called the Coast Guard. So the Coast Guard came out there looking for us, for me. And it's like, hi, we're doing fine, you know. And I decided to stay and wait for the boat to go back, but one of the guys flew back and he called up everybody and said, they're okay, you know, nobody's drowned, we're not lost at sea. So
Right.
that was a big adventure.
Yeah, but you were out there longer than what you had
Oh, yeah.
planned on.
Ran
and-
out of food and stuff. You know.
Right.
Did you at least get a deer?
No, but I got rabbits.
Yeah. He was like, we got all kinds of
No.
rabbits. They were everywhere.
All kinds of rabbits.
But
We
I-
didn't- nobody got a deer.
No deer. But I remember that story, you know, and then you were telling me about your buddy going and meeting Fred Bear and stuff,
Yeah.
which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, he went up to up in Canada to a place called Wawa or something like that. But when I was supposed to go with him, yeah,
Right.
Sorry.
and I was supposed to go with him, and I just couldn't get the funds to go with him, so he went with some other guy, and they went up there.
Cheating
He went
bastard.
bow hunting for black bear, and while he was there, Fred Bear showed up, and they were doing a photo shoot for his new recurve. I mean, his new bows, his new compound.
Yeah.
So they were trying to get pictures of him shooting that compound. He took a few shots with it and handed it back to him. He said, "Here, take this back. I can't hit nothing with the damn thing." So after I came back, and I'm a mechanic down here at ABC Harley Davidson, there was a young kid that started working there. And these guys were in the bow hunting, and he started telling a story that he was reading in a magazine.
Yeah.
It just came out about Fred Bear and bow hunting up in Canada and taking that damn thing. And I said, yeah, I know all about that. I don't think he said anything about Fred Bear saying, "Here, take this back." But I said, Fred Bear was shooting the compound. He said, "Here, take this back. I can't hit nothing with it."
My question is how big of balls do you have to hunt a black bear with a bow and arrow?
Big ones.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man. I would be out there with like a 50 cal at least to go, yeah, go ahead. We're going to go shoot some black bear.
You have to be a really good shot.
You're damn right.
My grandpa's neighbor, Walter, I don't remember Walter's last name, but he used to shoot with Fred Bear, and they would shoot birds out of trees with their recurve bows.
What the fuck?
It's like, yeah,
Dude.
go figure.
I shot
That's insane.
I shot partridge out of a tree with a bow.
Was it a pear tree?
One took me 3 arrows to get it, but you know. It's like, damn.
Bird's just sitting there for the first two. You feel something?
It's like, damn. Well, I'm sitting under a tree deer hunting, and all of a sudden this partridge lands up above over me, and I go, "Man, I can hit that son of a bitch." First one I shot at it, boing, I hit the tree. It stuck in the tree, and the bird stayed there. And I thought, well, I'll try again. Second arrow, I shoot up there, it, boing, stuck in a tree right underneath him. I thought, you son of a bitch, you're gonna stay there? I got one more arrow. so I shoot my third arrow up there, and I hit the damn bird. I didn't kill it. I just gutted it while he's up in the tree. So when he fell down on the ground, he's running around, gutted, and I'm running around trying to chase it to catch it.
There's a mix in there between Yosemite Sam and Foghorn Leghorn.
Right.
I hate that partridge.
I hate that damn partridge. I'm gonna get him.
No, I say, you just like the graze, man.
That's right.
I got one for you. I was 8 or 10 years old, and wrist rockets were real big in the early 70s. And
They were in the 80s too.
yeah, so I had a wrist rocket, and I shoot marbles quite often and
That's-
steelies.
Yeah, the best ammo.
Yeah. So we had a big tree out at the corner of our driveway and Covert Road in Waterford, near Watkins Lake Road and Covert Road.
Yeah,
Where
I lived on Covert Road for a while.
get out? Where? What was your cross street?
I was renting a small house that was here at one time.
Yeah.
And
There's Overton. There's Mary, Richmond, Watkins Lake Road. All of them meet up to Covert.
right.
It curves all the way out around the point on the lake.
Yeah, it was back on the one curve.
Yeah. You have to think about that.
Yeah, I can't. It was the other roads. I remember I lived on Covert.
Yeah.
The other-
Oh, that's
the other
cool.
roads, I never.
Yeah. So I spent my youth there. So I got this wrist rocket, and I'm out near the end of the driveway, and I see this big bird land in the tree. Well, this big bird. It was way at the top of the tree, and I got a marble, and I thought, there's no way I'll hit that thing. So I pull it back, and I stretch it as hard as I can, and I'm pointing right at it, and I let her rip, and I hear, "Ooh," and I hit it. It was an owl.
Oh no.
It was a big owl, and I killed an owl with a
God.
wrist rocket.
And
it bounced on the branches coming down and flopped right on the ground right next to me. Well, that's a good thing.
yeah, it wasn't an eagle.
Yeah, it could have been, but it was definitely an owl and a protected bird. So I dragged it to the bird and pet graveyard in our backyard, ran and got the shovel and buried it.
Very
I
fast.
Is
haven't
there a
shared-
statute of
I
limitations on this show?
only shared that story to a
I
few.
didn't dig up the story until now.
Yeah.
FBI, open up.
Yeah, it's like, no way am I going to kill an owl at the top of a tree with a wrist rocket. But that's the truth, though. It absolutely happened.
Coyotes went and,
Hypothetically.
dug up the-
Yeah,
It's one of those things where you take a shot and don't think you're gonna hit it, but you do.
I totally hit it. To hear the air escape from that bird was really something.
Woo.
Yeah. The first step was a doozy. Last one was too.
So we were also talking a little bit too about when I was a kid. Like to me, like my dad. You know, when you're a kid, it's like my dad's my hero. I used to go dog sledding with him. We had a dog sledding team, and I wanted you to kind of talk about that because that was really cool.
What my dogs?
Yeah, the dog sled, that was awesome growing up. Like I'm the only kid at school that was like, yeah, we got a dog sled team.
Yeah.
We had them for a while, you know, when I was little.
I had Siberian Huskies, Malamutes, and some Lloyds.
Yeah.
A mixture.
We had a lot.
Those aren't small dogs.
No.
No, they were big.
How many did you get on the sled at once?
The most I had was like 10 at one time. So
How fast could you go?
about 16 miles an hour is fast enough. Fast enough when they take off to like rip your arms out of your joints.
Hold on to something, darling.
Hold on.
I actually still have the article that they did for the Cassidy Chronicle about your dog sled team,
Yep.
and then you know doing the training and stuff that you were doing.
Used to take
So
on Sundays. I used to take a run with the dogs, and we'd go down the railroad tracks because there usually wasn't no trains coming on Sunday, and we go down to Deeford and have a little lunch at the store and turn around, come back, and yeah, I remember the one time we were heading down there on a Sunday, and we're going down the tracks, and it snowed pretty good, and I look up down the tracks, and here's a damn snowplow train coming with that great big blower on the front of it. And I got all the dogs on, and it's like, holy shit. Just happened. I came to a crossroad there, and I got them off the tracks just in time. Wow. It would have been hamburger, man.
That's a pucker moment.
Yeah.
Bet she's saying, "Oh shit!" now.
Yeah, that was no shit moment.
Yeah, it was really cool growing up because I got to go and do like the dog sled stuff. Me and Dad I'd go in the garage while you were gutting the deer and stuff and processing the deer. I used to be tough when I was a kid.
She's my little hunter pal.
You know, we used to build stuff, go fishing. Like there's a lot of really cool stuff growing up. I learned a lot of different things and
rockets.
Oh yeah, you and Michael did more of that stuff though. Like he'd get the rockets and shoot them up, and then go and find them. That stuff was really cool.
Most time,
I hung curtains.
You hung curtains.
We build like a
curtains on you. It's curtains.
It was cool growing up. You were artistic, plus you did music, and you know we kind of had like a mix of everything going on at our house, which you wonder why I'm so crazy and I do all these different things all at once. I mean, but you know, it was cool growing up because we got to, not only did I learn how to cook from you, I learned how to bake from Mom, plus all the art stuff that you did, and you know, getting to go out and experience the dog sled stuff at a young age and hunting. Like I'd always wait, like really young, I'd wait for him to come back hunting. I'd be always watching for him.
Get something.
Yeah, I was always so excited about it. It was really cool. It was very cool. So it was a very cool experience getting to learn all the different things and going hunting for elk or going hunting with you. He'd be like, okay, you got to be quiet.
Not hunting.
Not
for
hunting.
elk.
We were looking for elk.
Looking.
Yeah.
Get that clear.
He's like, you got to. Yeah, there's no, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, he's not like Mitch. I'm going to fuck that owl up.
When we lived up there, when we lived up by Atlanta and that,
We'd go looking for him, not hunting.
I used to work in the bar. And
Yep.
one time, this one gal came in there and she says, "I've been coming up here for 17 years and I never seen an elk." I said, "Would you like to see one tonight?"
Yeah. That work out for you?
Yeah, it really did.
That's his code name for
No.
Junior.
I was her hero that night.
Oh God. All right, give her the mic back. I'm talking about all this stuff, you know, the heartwarming stuff growing up. Yeah.
I just blew it, didn't I?
Just blew it, Dad. Just totally.
Okay.
Check out the rack on that one.
Yeah, she wanted to see an elk because she was horny.
Yep, she got horny seeing an elk.
I was gonna say,
Thanks, Mitch.
did you bring a call or did you have one of your own?
Oh God.
Check out the spread on that rack.
Yeah.
Roxanne says hilarious. She can see me dying over here. Like,
course.
oh, I knew this was gonna happen. Like, Michael was talking last night about Dad, don't do this on the show. me and him are making faces while we're talking on Messenger, where Dad's like saying stuff in the background that's like inappropriate. We're just like,
Oh, we encourage it. It's great to watch her turn 50 Shades of Red.
oh my God.
I love it.
That's what happened. Yeah.
My dad just chimed in because we're talking about sticking our fingers in midgets' asses.
No.
What the fuck?
Oh, wait a minute. I only have one ass. Oh, you said midgets. I thought you said midges.
Nope, not Mitch.
Well, that's
Damn it,
entire-
Nate. Give me that fucking pen. You're not signing any more contracts.
No more. And we just lost another. Dun, dun, dun. Okay.
Thank you very much for letting me intrude. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
And what's your last name?
Edgington.
And what's your first name?
Mike.
Mike. I'll ask Carl about you, and you think about Carl Gill. And
Okay.
he was in the band. He played the big Barry saxophone.
Okay. The
And
school band.
It was actually Carl, Jeff, Brad, Dan, and me, all 5 of us. And Carl's the oldest, and he graduated in, I think, 73.
Okay.
So, yeah, he was a good guy. I think he might have got high back then. Maybe you guys burned one in the 200.
I
one.
think so. He was burning.
Reunions
Yeah.
happen all the time. I don't make this weird.
Oh, yeah.
What were you
Yeah.
doing in the 70s? I was smoking joint with you.
See you New Year's Eve, Mitch.
Take it
We'll
easy,
be at the
Mitch.
show.